Hi everyone, I just went to the local wet market, and this particular wet market actually opens from 3 p.m. So in Taiwan, or rather in the area that I stay, there is a market that is opening during the morning, and there's also a market that is opening, the operation hours actually start from 3 p.m. I think towards like maybe 10 p.m. So it is really good for people who can't really make their way to the early morning market, and you can actually visit the afternoon market. So let's check out what we're gonna cook today.
The seafood that we're gonna cook today is a type of clam. What amazes me is when I was at the market, I found that these clams are so big in size, you know, as compared to the ones that we usually can get in Singapore. So I'm really excited to find out how is the taste of this clam compared to the ones that we can buy in Singapore. So let's prepare clams for today's cooking. Although these clams are live and I don't think that they will have sand inside the clams, it's still good to give them a good rinse to remove any dirt outside the shells. So let's give them a good rinse right now. Alright, after we have rinsed clams, I probably want to cook these clams in Thai style because I really miss the spicy food back at home. So let's prepare the rest of the ingredients and start cooking these lovely clams. First, add the garlic. Okay, next we add in the chili. Keep moving the chili and garlic mixture so you ensure that they are not burnt, and we're cooking over medium heat. Once you can smell the spicy aroma of the chili and the garlic, okay, this is the time where we'll add the mixture. First, that we have prepared earlier on. And then we start adding the clam. Okay, at this moment we will cook all the clams are open, and I'm not putting in any salt rather, because I believe the clam itself will secrete the juice, and it's likely to be salty in taste. So I'm not putting in any salt. But as we cook, you can notice that the gravy is rather dry. So I suggest that you add some water. Like now I'm adding about 3 tablespoons of water. Wow, I think it's going to be very spicy. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to enjoy this dish a lot. So, one way to get this clam cooked really fast, of course, is to cover it. Excuse me, and let the steam do the work. But do check it out as you cook. Probably you will need about a minute or so, and as we do not want to overcook the clam. Whoa. Okay, you can see the clams are opened. Most of them are opened. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. I can see that the clams are really big. So these are really top quality clams. Now the final step is I will off the heat. I have prepared some Thai basil in advance. So just generously pour them over it. And then just stir and let the after heat get the Thai basil cook. And we are done. And let's start the plate and enjoy our clam. Looking forward to it. Happy cooking! Wow, I think this is going to be very spicy because I basically hachu for when I was cooking. But I'm so excited to try the clam. Okay guys, or ladies, look at the size of the clam. Ooh, I'm gonna have a first bite. Wow, so yummy. I can taste the natural sweetness of the clam, and I'm happy that I didn't overcook the clam. You can see it's still very soft. Oh, superb. Did the right thing by not adding salt, because the gravy is already a little bit on the salty side, even that I did not add any salt. Perhaps I could add a little bit more sugar to give it a little bit more sweetness to it. But the key thing is to enjoy the clam as much as to the natural flavor as it is. So I'm pretty happy with the cooking. Excellent. For today's drink, I'm going to try this Coca-Cola, but this Chinese wording says that it's 苹果口味, meaning that it's actually apple flavor. It seems like apple is quite a big thing in Taiwan. You know, just as I have shown you guys in previous video that there's apple soda. So now this is apple Coke. Okay, the apple smell is not really strong. It still smells like a Coke. Okay, after drinking this apple Coke, yes, it does have that apple taste inside the Coke. Rather unique. I wouldn't say that is not nice, but it's also like nothing that blow my mind. But I would say the Coke does complement the dish very well, because this is really spicy, and nice cold Coke to complement this is excellent.
I love these clams because they are big, fat and juicy. As for this dish, yes, it's a little bit spicy, judging from the way I was sneezing away when I was cooking. But overall, I'm very happy with today's cooking, and I look forward to try these clams again in another style of cooking. So I hope you like this video. Meanwhile, stay safe everybody, and happy cooking!